Hey guys, what's up? Murder of Birds here. Welcome back to the channel. So we are back with another episode of One Piece episode 4. This is going to be my reaction to it. Just, you guys can probably tell at this point from the same shirt that I'm wearing. I've been binging One Piece since starting it. I'm already on episode 4 for today. And we just finished off episode 3. Luffy and Zoro are officially a two-man crew as of right now. Obviously, everything, all the humble beginnings, we got to start somewhere with our little rinky-dink like rowboat practically. But Zoro and Luffy are officially a part of a pirate crew. They left Kobe off on the island, who officially asked to be recruited into the Navy. It happened. It seems like he's going to be going through his own little kind of development cycle, development process. I hope we see him again in the future. I think there's a time skip at some point. There should be a time skip at some point, given the fact that there's over 1,000 episodes and like time is passing consistently. I don't know how many years, now that I think about it, I don't know how many years have passed in universe from One Piece from the first episode to wherever the latest episode is as of right now. So I'm wondering like how time passes over the course of the show, not even in the form of like a time skip, because a time skip's one thing where there's like an immediate gap of time that jumps, but I wonder like the day-to-day time. Like I wonder if there's any mention of like how many days, weeks, months, or even years have passed between like when the show started and, you know, where it is, you know, as the time goes on. But we have a pirate flag here. It looks to be of like a clown nose. So I'm assuming Buggy the Immortal is referenced in this right at the jump, just based on the interaction that Nami had in that one room in the last episode where she was kind of looking through, rummaging for information, I assume on the Grand Line, like the map charting of the Grand Line, and it seems like Buggy got to it first or something, and so now we're here. And yeah, very interested. I don't know if Buggy is a devil fruit user. I don't know if he's just like a very renowned pirate, like a captain pirate on the Seven Seas or whatever the case might be, but it seems like he's going to eventually be an antagonistic force. And based on how the last episode also ended, the individual in the intro, I don't know his name, but he's like the guy with the straw hat with the red hair and the slashes on his eyes. He seems to be a part of Luffy's backstory or Luffy's past that kind of motivated Luffy to go on this journey to become king of the pirates, to go to the Grand Line and to find the One Piece. So I'm assuming we're going to get information on that, given that the last episode we got a little bit of backstory on Zoro, and now they're officially a pirate crew. So very excited to just jump into the episode. We got a lot of information on the devil fruit, or a little bit of extra information on the devil fruit. I don't really know if even Luffy knows about the devil fruit. Again, I don't know how he came into the devil fruit or came into its possession, why he ate it, or like how that whole situation turned up for him to eventually get this power. But I'm expecting them to kind of flesh out and explain everything that I'm curious about, just because I'm the one catching up. I'm sure a lot of things have already been answered at this point. But with all of that said, thank you guys all so much for watching. Of course, you guys can get these videos early over on my Patreon, as early as 2 weeks early, if you guys want to support the content and see more of it. I'm intending on batching these episodes together based on the support of these videos. So if these videos do well, I'm willing to do more episodes, batching them together to kind of give you guys more of an expedited experience, because I know one episode a week is definitely going to take its toll, especially since I intend to be caught up at some point in the future. So as of right now, just really appreciate those of you who are interested in hearing my thoughts, seeing my reactions to One Piece. Appreciate everyone on Twitter who's also kind of sharing their hype and excitement for these when they eventually come out. But with all that said, very excited to watch. We're going to get into episode 4, and I hope you guys enjoy. All right, guys, we're going to be starting One Piece episode 4. I hope you guys enjoy. As always, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And we're going to be starting this in 3, 2, 1, now. All right, looks like we got Buggy the Clown's pirate flag. Buggy-sama. Yeah, okay, so this is Buggy's crew. Yeah, see, I don't think Luffy's crew is going to be like any other pirate squad, because they're all like pillaging and like stealing stuff from other boats and stuff like that. Oh, Nami. Yo, hold on. Is she... I wonder if she's like pretending, because she's kind of tricky like that. Like, she's just getting from location to location on her own, so she's obviously she obviously knows what she's doing. Wow, Nami knows what she's doing. Holy smoke, she's reliable. Yeah, she definitely knows what she's doing out there, which is interesting. She doesn't seem to be like this damsel in distress character that you'd expect, especially if she comes from like a high life society. Oh, whoa! Profanity! My wholesome Christian video! Oh my goodness! Luffy's past, enter red-haired Shanks. Oh, is that his name, Shanks? That sounds familiar. Okay, so Shanks is the character that set Luffy on his way, apparently. Navigational skills. Yeah, I think, is Nami a navigator? That actually might be her profession. Like, she knows how to get around. I set onto the sea in search of a certain man, but then couldn't get back to my village. I had no choice but to go after pirate ships to earn a living. Okay. A certain man. I wonder if that's, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh, no! Oh, he can't jump in the water. He's got to be careful. Oh, no. Oh, this character. But, I mean, did he give him the same hat or a different one? Be careful, be careful. Okay. I was gonna say, Luffy cannot afford. Oh, here he is. Shanks. Hey, oh, flashback. That was actually a cool transition. He literally looks like an older Luffy with that hat. Oh, baby Luffy, look at him. I'm good at fighting too. My punches are like pistols. Literally, gum pistol. That's like a childhood attack. He's so angry. Look at him. Sheesh. Drink your appy juice. Damn. What a buzzkill. You kicked the door down, you jerk. Also, is that Luffy's mom? Like, where's Luffy's mother in all of this? Or his parents, rather. Sheesh, look at these goons. Shanks is just eating his food, minding his business. Ooh. Whoa, what the fuck? Damn, you messed up his hat. 8 million berries on my head. Don't insult me. Bro, what the hell? What's this guy's problem? What the fuck? He's just looking for trouble. All right, Shanks is like, I'm about to shank you if you keep this up. You're gonna find out why they call me Shanks. Oh, or actually, you know what? Hold on. If that guy still exists, Luffy might get his lick back right now. Are you serious? Bro's like, whatever. Dude, this guy is like a spitting image of Luffy. Luffy was a little, going through little temper tantrums as a kid. Oh! No fucking way! Oh my god! He ate the gum fruit. Are you? They had that just open? I cannot believe. Instantly. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this. You'll lose the ability to swim for the rest of your life. Who just leaves a devil fruit open like that in the wide open? What the hell? Especially if that was his, he must have known what he had on him. He knew it was the gum. Wow, I guess that explains how I literally was asking about this a couple episodes ago, like how he got the gum fruit and how he ate it. Pirates are just a bunch of wimps. They're nothing but talk. Yo, Luffy has always been, he's so temperamental. He's nothing like this now. He seems very, like, maybe he keeps that inside. I don't know. No one who's ever made me mad has ever lived to tell the tale. Bro, you're gonna kill a kid? That's crazy. These adults are kind of savage. Oh, you know what? I think he's gonna, like, go and stab Luffy and it's not gonna work, which is crazy. Oh, man. Where's Shanks? Oh, there he is. Okay. Yo! The squad pulled up. Let's go. Oh my god. I really like Shanks. I don't know what happened to him, if he's still alive, if he's still out there in the world and Luffy's got to like meet up with him or something. But yeah, Luffy looks like a spitting image of that guy in terms of like their expressions, their smiles, the hat, obviously. Very exciting stuff here. I wonder if Shanks would have gotten the gum fruit or if he was planning on eating it himself instead of Luffy. Now that you've drawn your pistol, put your life on the line. Oh, whoa. Holy fuck. Yo, these guys don't fuck around. They stay strapped. Holy shit. He's like, yo, you dare to pull a gun out on me? You better intend to use it. That guy is no joke. Look at him. Bro's looking like Gluttony from Full Metal Alchemist. Holy crap. They're the difference. There's bandits and then there's pirates. Pirates have a code of honor to live by. Bandits are just ridiculous. Anyone who hurts my friends has to pay. Yeah, there's Luffy's resolve. He's gonna be the exact same way. He's like, anyone messes with my pirate crew, they're dead. Time to let them know why you're called Shanks. Damn, I feel like Shanks isn't even gonna get to do anything. His squad's taking care of it. God damn. Bro's crying over a kid. You're a wanted criminal. What do you mean? Did he take Luffy? What the fuck? Oh my god, he can't swim! Oh my god. This guy's a fucking dickhead. He literally can't swim. I wonder why the devil fruits react to that. Oh! Hey, you know what? That's karma, buddy. That shit happened instantaneously. Meanwhile, Luffy's fighting for his goddamn life. This guy just got chomped down. Oh my god, Shanks, what a freaking legend. Yeah, I'd worship Shanks too if I was Luffy. Bro saved my life, and he made pirates look so freaking cool. Oh! Holy shit. I wonder how he got those slashes on his eyes. He seems to have been in a tussle or two in his time. I really like Shanks. He's cool as hell. Aw, yeah, Luffy almost died. Jesus Christ. Aw. Are you serious? Oh my god. I was not expecting that. He looked fine. It looked like nothing happened. He was so unfazed. Oh my god. He's even more goated now. What? Are you kidding me? He's so cool. Okay, Shanks has one arm now, and Luffy owes this man his life. I've decided to become a pirate of my own now. Hell yeah. You'll never be a pirate. Hey, look at that. Egg him on. Someday I'm gonna gather a crew every good as yours, and I'm gonna find the greatest treasure in the world. I love this. This is such a wholesome journey. You're gonna surpass me. That's how we do! I love this! I love this so much. I'm in, guys. I'm in. This episode sold me. This is so wholesome. Oh, and that's his pirate flag. Wow. The story of Shanks. Come bring it back to me someday. Once you've become a great pirate. Oh my god. That means we're gonna see Shanks. I think we're gonna see Shanks on his journey. Wow. That puts into perspective so much of Luffy's character now. It's the most important thing in his life. And Zoro got it back for him because Luffy can't afford to swim for it. This episode sold me on One Piece, guys. I feel like this sold me on seeing it through. And then I'm going to have multiple points where I'm like, guys, this is the episode that did it. If Buggy finds out the girls stole our boat and treasure, Nami's literally out here doing her own thing. You've never heard of Buggy the Clown? He's the head of our pirate ship. Oh, he has a devil fruit. He's eaten one of the devil fruit and is just an all-around terrifying person. Is that why they call him Buggy the Immortal? Did he eat like an immortality fruit? Also, this place is a ghost town with him here. Nami, I finally got it. Oh, she stole the map for the Grand Line. Okay, so she's also looking for the One Piece, it seems. Oh my god, what the heck is happening here? Nami's on her own little adventure. And look at that. They meet again, Luffy and Nami. Oh man. Yeah, it's faded. Third time's the charm. Now they gotta pair up now. Ah, it's all good. He's made of rubber. He's fine. Well, I guess he still feels pain, but he doesn't, you know, I don't think he breaks a bone in his body when he's made of rubber. There he is again, Nami. To be continued. Nice. I don't care if I'm 4 episodes in. I loved this episode, because I've been hoping that they would explain a lot of the stuff regarding Luffy's backstory and the lead up to the first episode. The fact that he was already in the barrel, the fact that he already had possession of the devil fruit powers of the gum gum fruit, And just the backstory in general of his motivations for why he wants to be a pirate, why he wants to find the One Piece and assemble a great crew was based on his motivation and his inspiration of Shanks. I actually think these two are my favorite characters going into this first arc, this first season. I know I have a small pool of characters to choose from, but this was a spectacular introduction. I was not at all expecting Luffy as a child to have just stumbled across the gum fruit and just eat it out of a chest of these local pirates that were just in the area. And Shanks losing his arm was such a blindsided revelation because he looked so unfazed. He had just saved Luffy from this giant sea monster creature, you know, fishing him out of the water after that one bandit guy, which that one bandit guy, 07s to him and his entire platoon, like his entire squad of bandits. Like that one guy got shot and then he just got eaten up by that sea monster. Sucks to suck, unfortunately. But, oh my God. The fact that he was just like unfazed and he was just looking over Luffy, was like, are you okay? And Luffy's crying, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, Luffy's obviously crying because, you know, he did all of this, and he got into, you know, he got in trouble, and then Shanks had to save him, and he had a near-death experience, so he's a little shaken up by it. But no, Shanks just lost the fucking arm. I assume when that little, like, when the sea dragon, like, tried to eat Luffy, and he, like, saved Luffy in the last minute, I didn't expect anything after that because he had no reaction, like literally had no reaction to his arm getting chomped down. And so I am just mesmerized by this character moment here. These two characters who are, I think, very pivotal to each other at this point, right? Luffy wanting to like reach the level of Shanks, and Shanks seemingly knowing that he's an inspiration for Luffy. You know, for Luffy's entire upbringing. And I didn't realize Luffy was so temperamental as a child. Like, he's just screaming and shouting and crying and, you know, big mad the whole time. And it's a complete contrast to how he carries himself now, where he carries himself like he walks with a little pep in his step. He's laughing. He's not taking things too seriously. He almost kind of feels like Shanks now, right? Shanks got like freaking, you know, he got punked in the bar area, and, you know, he got like the alcohol spilled on him and whatever, and he just laughed it off as soon as the bandits left. And I was like, oh, wow, he doesn't really have like an ego to himself or anything. Obviously, he's serious when he needs to be. And that one image, that one like expression he gave to the monster, he was like, get the fuck out of here. And the dragon just like ran off or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. Obviously, there's like a deeper level to him. Like, the fact that he had like those 3 slashes. Obviously, he's been in his fair share of tussles. He's a pirate. Obviously, he's got a pirate crew, you know, and they have their own banner that they flag. And so I'm expecting that we'll see him again. Obviously, he's going to be a little bit older, given the fact that Luffy is like a teenager at this point. It seems like he's either a teenager or a young adult. Shanks is probably going to be a bit older as well. And he's traveling the seas with with one less arm, you know what I mean? Given the fact, you know, given everything that happened here. And yeah, if I were Luffy, I look up to Shanks now in 2025, watching One Piece for the first time. I'm like, this guy is such a badass. He is so cool. And I hope there are more pirates that are just as cool and awesome as him. Obviously, it's a little unfair because he has like the main anime protagonist buff of him being directly tethered to the main character's motivations and development and upbringing as a pirate. So, but yeah, I think these two, like Luffy, if I didn't know any better before watching this episode, I would have said that they were like brothers or something, because the straw hat, the smile, the persona, right? Like the personality factors, like the fact that they don't take things too seriously. It almost seems like Luffy was heavily influenced by Shanks down to his personality. The hat that he wears, the promise that he made to Shanks as well, that he'll reunite when he has his own pirate crew, which is going to be such a cool homecoming, I think, for Luffy, when he sees Shanks again with Zoro, with Nami, with Usopp, with Sanji, with his own fully fledged out pirate ship, with his own pirate flag banner, being waved whenever he's like traveling and sailing the seas. He's not going to be like a bandit. He's not going to be like a pirate that's just like out here pillaging and stealing and robbing other ships. Which I feel like that's what most of the pirates are doing. Like even Buggy's squad was kind of like, oh, this is the loot we got today. And I'm like, I assume they robbed that from other ships. But yeah, I can't express enough. If there's going to be a moment in One Piece, and there are going to be several, I know myself enough to know that, there are going to be monumental episodes that are going to make me say, this is why I watch One Piece, or this is why I'm watching One Piece. This is the episode that solidified to me that the future of watching this show is worth it. The fact that they gave me Shanks and Luffy, and they went a little bit more into Luffy, and they pretty much heavily expressed Luffy's motivations, his, basically what he's been kind of training up his whole life for, to be a pirate, to go on this One Piece journey, to assemble his pirate crew that's just as great as Shanks's, and Shanks being a really cool motivator, well, not even a motivator, I feel like he's a really cool, like, pirate role model for Luffy. And yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I just really love the parallels. I love how much Shanks reminds me of Luffy. I love how much Luffy reminds me now of Shanks, especially with the hat. And yeah, this was such a good episode. This was such a great episode, and this has sold me on One Piece 4 episodes in. We now have Buggy the Clown and his squad getting involved. Nami is also involved, which this is like, I think the third time she's crossing paths with Luffy, which is interesting. So at this point, I feel like third time's the charm. Whatever she's planning on doing with the Grand Line and with One Piece in general, I'm assuming that's going to overlap with Luffy. And I think she's the navigator, if I want to say. I would only say that mainly because, like, she's getting from point A to point B to point C all on her own, right? I thought she was going to be, like, this damsel in distress for the most part, right? She seemed like she was in the, like, on that one ship. I don't know if she was even a part of that ship naturally, or if she just needed the, you know, or if she needed that, like, first pirate crew, like, interaction to kind of, you know, basically get whatever loot she wanted and get the hell out of there. I don't really know why Nami was there. I don't know if she was there because that was like her family ship, or if she's just regarded from like a high society family or whatever, or like what her purpose was for being there. But obviously she was there as a means to an end, or at least it seemed like she was there for a means to an end, and then she just got the hell up out of there. She jumped ship. She took loot from Alvida's ship as well, and then she just got out of there. And then when she went to the Marine base, she was looking for information on like a map chart for the Grand Line. And so clearly her motivations, I feel like, will come about as well. And I think that will get across to Luffy, and then that will solidify, I think at this point, solidify Nami to join Luffy and the Straw Hat group. Even though he still has like a like, the more people he gets, it's going to be more imperative that he gets his own ship. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if he's going to commandeer someone's ship and then repurpose it to be like, to make it his own, or if they're going to get, or if they're going to buy their own ship, or if they're going to make their own ship. Because I feel like the ship is going to be their home, right? The ship is just as much going to be a character as much as anybody else, especially given that it's going to be Luffy's ship, and, you know, it's the ship of the future king of the pirates. So I feel like the pirate ship is going to matter just as much in terms of like being an unofficial, official member of the squad as well. Don't know when or if or how that's going to come about, but I'm expecting by the time they recruit Usopp and Sanji, they're going to have a ship at that point, because this little rinky-dink ship that they have is only going to get them so far, especially now that, like, Zoro had to, like, row himself the rest of the way to try to find or track down where Luffy is, and now they're apart, but because, you know, but because Buggy is still around, it feels, you know, everything is still going to come back together, I assume. But yeah, I feel like I'm rambling right now, but ultimately I am so happy that this tied in with basically giving us all of Luffy's initial backstory. I know now how he got the Gum Gum fruit. Now, what I'm curious about is if they're going to reveal in the future how Shanks came about getting the Gum Gum fruit, because Gum Gum fruit, or rather devil fruits rather, because like devil fruits are like rumored in this part of the seas. Like devil fruits are like a rumored thing, And so then I don't know if they're like very widely known amongst the greater population or the world in general, but it was in Shanks's possession, assumedly, right? It was in that little pirate chest. I don't know if whenever we meet Shanks again, or if Shanks becomes like a more pivotal character, if we'll get little backstory on him and where he found the devil fruit, because it's very like, and more so than that, was he planning on selling the devil fruit? Was he planning on eating it himself after doing some research? Or when, like, I don't know what the expectation was with the devil fruit, but obviously Luffy just like did it. Again, he's a character who does things without thinking, just eats the devil fruit, and within seconds, the abilities take immediate effect. So yeah, the gum gum fruit belongs to Luffy now. I don't know if or when or how they're going to explain where the devil fruit came from, how they found it, how it came into their possession, etc., because I'm just curious of that too. I want to know the origins of the devil fruits. I want to know where they came from, who created them. You know, are there any like supernatural beings out there, like gods or anything, that maybe this is kind of like a god's power like descending upon humanity or something like that? I have no idea. And now we also know that Buggy the Immortal, presumably that's like what his title from like one of the characters in the previous episode, Buggy the Immortal Clown Pirate, seemingly has a devil fruit as well. So this is going to be our first potential devil fruit versus devil fruit matchup if Buggy and Luffy go toe to toe. I assume that means that Buggy can't die. But we haven't really had that many deaths so far. Like that one guy got eaten up by like that sea serpent, for example. And then I think the pirate Alvida, I think she just fell into the ocean, and Captain Morgan just got knocked out. So I don't really know when death is really going to take a toll, or when characters are actually going to be dying by one another's hands or be defeated in battle or whatever the case might be. But we'll have to wait and see. But overall, loved this episode. This is one of my milestone One Piece episodes. This is the episode that's not only making me want to keep watching One Piece, but this is probably my favorite episode of the bunch that I've seen thus far. Mark it down. Keep that in the back of your minds. I'm sure there's going to be many more episodes where I'm hailing. I'm like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. I'm so glad I'm watching One Piece. This is definitely the episode that is like, if the last 3 episodes were a great premise, this is the episode that I'm like, okay, this is the reason, like, I'm glad I'm watching it. This is the episode that's going to keep me watching. And so, love Shanks, love Luffy. I think Luffy is my favorite character as of right now. Shanks is definitely my favorite supporting character. I really, really hope that we get to see him sooner rather than later. I don't know when that'll be. Probably after Luffy gets his ship and recruits the rest of his shipmates, right? Like his pirate crew, and heads to the red line or the Grand Line or whatever the case might be. But I can't wait till we see Shanks again, basically. But that is everything from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this reaction and my post thoughts as well. As always, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to check out for more episodes on Patreon for early access. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care.